Want to know what bugs me?
Insect. How dare you interrupt?
This is the bathroom. Now watch out, we got some bad roaches here.
Hey, you're on our turf, man. Hey, man, I'll cut you up so bad. I wish I don't cut you up so bad.
Those are bad roaches. I blame the smoke.
Cats don't care about
Fuck. Go ahead and tell you how it ends. Dr. Phil says, and how is that working out for you? Like a fat and crying.
You want to know what bugs me? Albino ghost roaches haunting me in my nightmares. I got a call last week that I get once in a while. The customer said they had water bugs. What they really mean is German roaches. Yes, there is a big difference. I'll link a video explaining the difference in the description, because there's an actual water bug and it ain't a roach. Okay? One of the first things I always do is ask them to describe the situation. And this time she said, and I even have some albino roaches. They must be mutating because I've tried everything. Or we have translucent or ghost roaches. They're always worried they have some nuclear Oak Ridge strain of roaches that hopelessly no one will be able to get rid of without burning the house down. The truth is, there is no albino roach. There is no unkillable white roach. There's no ghost roach. Good thing there aren't ghost roaches, or I would be haunted by them. When you see an albino roach, what is actually happening is that they are in the process of molting. Roaches have an incomplete metamorphosis, which means they have 3 stages: egg, nymph, and adult. Now, in the nymphal stage, they molt or shed their skin so they can grow. This happens about 6 times in the nymphal stage, depending on a couple different things. But as they shed their exoskeleton, the fresh, brand new armor is milky white and soft. It looks like they're an albino roach. As it gets exposed to air, it will harden in no time, and they'll look normal again. I guess normal's relative here. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. These nymphs make up 80% of the population, so all those adult roaches you see in your cabinets that you're all worried about is just the tip of the iceberg. You see, we're soft, and all our squishy important parts are held up by bones and held in by skin. For insects, they have a hard candy shell, and all their squishy stuff is protected by this armor. Many insecticide treatments attack this armor to get to the vulnerable innards and either dry them out or get material into their system to kill them. Insects, spiders, snakes, and birds do some version of this, molting. Here are the caskins of bed bugs and a cicada. Even we have our own version of molting. We shed 30 to 40,000 skin cells every hour. It's 1 million a day. Humans are just as gross as bugs. One way we combat this armor that the insect have is with IGRs. IGRs are insect growth regulators, and they're a powerful tool we use to rid your home of creepy crawlies. They usually don't outright kill the insect. Instead, what they do is inhibit their ability to grow normally. So here's a quote from a bug magazine. IGRs either block the insect's ability to turn into an adult or cause it to change into an adult before it is physically able to reproduce. If immature insects are not able to molt into reproductive adults, the population will eventually die out. Some call IGRs birth control for insects. So, some IGRs mimic the juvenile growth hormone that tells them how long to grow at each stage, when to molt. Roaches exposed to these IGRs either never molt into adults or become sterile adults. Either way, the result is the same. No more little roaches. So that is where the population is. Remember, 80% of the babies are babies and teenagers. This method can also block the development of viable eggs when an exposed adult drops her ootheca or egg sac. This means the eggs either won't hatch or what does hatch will be sterile themselves. Another really great effect of using an IGR is that it gives them the munchies, so they are more likely to eat the bait that I have lovingly left for them to feast on. There's another type of IGR that is a chitin inhibitor. So chitin is the material that their exoskeletons are made of. If they can't produce new armor or shed the old armor, they die. Because of the way IGRs work, there are different ones and they have to be specific to the insect species. You have to use the correct one, especially with the pheromones. These magical IGRs get even better when you consider the low toxicity when it comes to humans and pets. We don't produce chitin, and we don't molt like insects do, so it's safer to use in your home than most products. Remember, I never said safe. I'll never say safe. I said safer. Big difference there. Used correctly, you're going to be fine either way. So I said all that to explain that if you've seen the elusive ghost roach, once we treat it, you probably won't see them again because they'll be dying and not molting or making new roaches. The ones that are exposed are easily identified because their wings, yes, roaches have wings, but don't worry, the German roach doesn't fly. These wings will shrivel up and generally just not look right. Let us know if you see that. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. So if you have the regular albinos, the ghost flavor of roaches, just give us a call. You want to know what bugs me? Albino roaches. But I love to kill them with IGRs.
Killing you, Smalls.
Yes, for certain. There is no stopping them. The end will soon be here. And I, for one, welcome our new insect overlords. I'd like to remind them that they trusted TV personality and can be helpful in rounding up others to toil in their underground sugar cave.
So, I stand upon my desk to remind myself that we must constantly look at things in a different way.